truth to it, though? Do you think, was there a moment when you read that and you had to, kind of take a look at yourself and be like, maybe I am not the best teammate? Because there's always this really interesting line to me when you're watching, athletes at their highest level.
Yeah.
A guy who is a clear alpha leader, he runs the team. There's that line of, is he from like his ego is out of control to he just wants the most out of people?
Right.
Like Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the face. Like, there's stories of you pushing your teammates and maybe getting some of them kind of crumble in the moment.
Yeah.
Did you see that and kind of reflect and say, hey, maybe I need to do this differently?
Well, I think there's a couple answers to that. So, drive a hard bargain. The people that I've always had issues or problems with are the people that don't demand excellence for themselves. I won't tolerate that. So when the career is said and done, they're not going to be looking at you, a player on his team, and saying, you didn't win a championship. No, they're going to be looking here, right? So it's my responsibility to make sure everybody's holding themselves accountable. I'm holding you accountable. If we just played a back-to-back and we have practice the next day, your ass better be there, tape ready to go, right? Because I'm there and I'm ready, and I just got finished lifting weights for 2 hours, right? So I hold guys to a higher standard, and I don't sugarcoat stuff, never have, never will, right? And that tends to rub some people the wrong way. Now, teams that we won championships on, me and all of those guys, still close to this day, extremely close, right? Lamar and I still close.
Fisher.
Shannon Brown, D. Fish, all of my guys.
Shaq.
We're all Shaq, right? Even Shaq. Powell.
Did you win a championship with Smush Parker? No.
No.
Okay,
He and I
so
don't talk, by the way.
I was going to
So,
say,
yeah,
that answers that question.
That's one of the people that would probably say I was a bad teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but most of the other guys, man, that, you wind up having this bond. So, you can't have those kind of relationships with guys years after playing with them and be a bad teammate.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's funny. I want to piggyback on that because it is so true. I wasn't as fortunate to win that many championships or as good to win as many championships as Kobe. But in 2009, that roster, they're like 24 brothers. And to this day, if one of them texts me right back, within 5 minutes, I'm hitting them back. Because you build this incredible bond that only if you're one of the, in our case, 25, I think 12 in your case, is this bond that never goes away. And all of a sudden, you become a good teammate.
Yeah.
You become nice. You become this. But it's a hard line between the best leaders are not always the most popular ones. And I think sometimes people have a hard time determining.
They do. And I'll give you a story of the stuff that was frustrating. And the whole selfishness stuff and all that stuff was frustrating. Phil would come to me and say, there was a year there in 2003 where I had 40 points in 9 straight games, right? Shaq was out. It was a toe thing. So Phil comes to me before the stretch and says, Kobe, we need you to take over the offense. I'm like, all right, cool. So that literally—
Say no more.
I got it. Fine. I got it. So that literally started the streak of 40 straight games, 40 points in 9 straight games. Shaq comes back from injury, and Phil goes, I still continue to do it, right? And then Phil calls me to his office, goes, hey, we're starting to lose the big fella. What do you mean? Well, he's not getting the attention. This 40-point streak is starting to kind of take away his fire to prove something, right? So I need you to start dialing it back. I'm like, what? He says, we're going to lose him, and we need him in June. Okay. All right. You have a game against the Clippers. I think I had like 38 or something like that. And I had a chance to score 40 again. It was a blowout game. I dumped the ball in the Shaq instead of shooting a wide open shot. The 40-point streak ended that night.
Wow.
That was it. And that's inside stuff that people don't know.
Right.
And you tell me you went into
people
Phil's
don't know.
office and said, are you happy now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Phil was like, hey, we got to dial it back. We're starting to
That's
lose the big fella.
Perfect Kobe, too. He's like, you got to dial it back. You're like, all right, I'll score 38 instead of 40.
Well, this is the streak thing. It would have been 10 in a row. I would have broke a record.
Right.
I would have broke the record. But instead, nah.
What do you think?
story.
Your relationship with Shaq, I feel like, is one of the most intriguing relationships in all of pro sports.
Yeah.
Were you guys ever at a point where you just wouldn't even speak?
No, because we were very, very direct. Like I said before, I'm very straightforward, right? I don't care if you're 7'2" or 6'2". If I got an issue with you, I'm going to let you know. So no, because we're always speaking. Just sometimes it was more volatile than others.
Right.
But we're always speaking, always direct.
Yeah. So, and when that all falls apart, I mean, what was your biggest, like, where would you say the biggest problem with your communication? Was it, Shaq not coming to
it wasn't
season in shape?
Well, it's funny. When we sat down, we did the interview together. He finally copped to the fact that after we won championships, he was like, okay, I can just relax and coast over the summer because I know I got a teammate who's going to be training 8-10 hours a day. And I was like, see, that's the BS.
That would piss me off.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Right.
That's the issue. But also, it became it's not something that we couldn't have worked out either because we've been doing it, right? But I got to a point in my career where it was the rumblings, and some of it created by him that, Kobe can't win without me. And it was like, hold up. No, it's not true.
Right.
It's not true.
Right.
And I'm not going to retire and have people hold that over my head. I said, no, let's find out.
Yeah.
So it was just time to go separate ways.
So that really did bother you, and it's interesting because in today's NBA, I mean, you see a guy like Kevin Durant go to Golden State.
Yeah.
You would never have made that move.
No, I wouldn't have. But, different strokes for different folks, man. When I was coming up, it was Kobe can't win without Shaq. But I've never heard that argument made about Magic and Kareem.
Right.
Or Michael and Pip.
Right.
But that was the thing being thrown my way. And I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. Let's see.